Hello Gemini, hello cross watchers. This is going to be a reading for March 9th to March 15th, 2020. Please like and subscribe, that helps me out a lot. Thank you to all my views, all my subscribers. I appreciate it. So, the masculine feminine can be vice versa. And if this doesn't connect with you, don't make it connect. So the challenge for March was to see if there's any RX by any planets in your birth chart. And if there is, that means that the planets were in retrograde. So I think everybody who has a planet in retrograde should Google that planet in retrograde in your birth chart, and then Google that planet in retrograde in general. And compare the two and see if they're alike. Also, on the 9th, there's going to be a full moon, so that could be pretty powerful to some of you. So pay attention to that. Hopefully you know your birth chart. So let me pull two Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards for you, Gemini. The first one, or I'm going to pull three actually, is Resilience. There is no need to rush or push. This is a time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. That's good to know. So this is one, too. This is the first card in this deck, if that means anything to any of you. Okay, so let me find it here just a sec. Here it says, thought to be a link between heaven and earth, turtles are time-honored messengers for use in prophecy. Sea turtles also represent immortality. In some societies, they are believed to be temporary vessels for souls that are making their way through a progressive of lives on the course to heaven or enlightenment. Take a moment and look into the turtle's eyes on the card. Look at the heart that encompasses the turtles. Think the word love to help you feel the resolve ruminating in you. You are more than capable of getting through what lies ahead. Beautiful. So number one, resilience. Resilience is a very good thing to have. So the next one for you, Gemini, is 27, which if you break it down would be 9. Push to surface. You may have become complacent. You might be stalling or in need of a new surge of energy. Become aware of the dynamics of your life. So 27. The number of humpback whales in our oceans is dwindling, and they are considered an endangered species. Humpback whales breed while they rest in warm tropical waters from late October to early May. Gestation for the whale is typically 11 to 12 months. They birth their calves near the surface in warm, shallow water, then help newborns to the surface within the first seconds from birth. About half an hour after that first push to the surface, they can swim on their own. So it means you're being gently urged to get back on track. You've become distracted in day-to-day activities, and I know it's mundane and nobody wants to do day-to-day activities, but this is pushing you to go back to that for some reason, that will be beneficial to you in your future, and your being, so to speak. So the last one of this deck is 34, the gift of neutrality. Balance is at work in your life. Yin and yang are opposites in energy but reside side by side to create the gift of neutrality. So this is 34, which would break down to 7. Oh, I almost had it. So 34. So the nautilus is a representation of beauty and sacred geometry. The nautilus has been living in the oceans for the last 500 million years. They share attributes of the squid and octopus families, one of the nautilus' gift in their ability to tolerate pressure changes and not suffer any ill effects. They are easily able to establish neutral buoyancy in the water. This gives them the ability to remain in a suspended state above the ocean floor without floating up to the surface. Reflect on your behaviors and how you are living. Does your current lifestyle express the truth of you? Look for ways to bring yourself into balance. Begin the process of harmonizing all areas in your life. So it talked about yin and yang, and I want to show you something. So this, these are my Chinese balls, stress balls. Whoa, and you're supposed to do them to relieve stress on your hands. But if you notice here, there's a light in the dark side, and there's a dark light in the light side. So that represents that there's always light in the dark, and there's always dark in the light. Did I say that right? Light in the dark and dark in the light. Always. You just always have to find what you're looking for and balance it out. It will balance out if you look for what you're looking for. So yeah, I love these. These are nice. They make little music too. So that's how you know if you're doing them right. You're supposed to be able to build up to a whole bunch and juggle them in your hand, and they're supposed to be therapeutic to your hands. And seems so I use my hands a lot shuffling the cards. I use those. And I'm not very good at it yet, so I can still only relieve stress with 2 for my hands. So we're going to move on to the Mystical Cats Tarot deck now, Gemini. And you have Sky Tom. Sky Tom is somebody being mean and condescending to you right in front of your face every day. Maybe not every day, but somebody's just being rude. Sea Tom, this is my flirt card. So you have Sky Tom and Sea Tom. So I feel like this is 2 different people around you. You have somebody being mean, and then you have somebody flirting. 8 of Fire. This is somebody getting blamed for something they didn't do. So then you have 6 of Sea. 6 of Sea is a lot of crying, Gemini. This is my crying card. So this hasn't came out for a while. I would say like 3 to 4 weeks. I think it came out for Libra 3 weeks ago or whatever, but I have not had this card come out for a while. So sorry you guys are sad. A lot of people around you are sad according to that. So Sea King is somebody watching you, somebody you could go to for mentor, like they guide you, they give you guidance. So the Tower. The Tower means something has to fall apart so something can rebuild itself. One door has to close so another door can open. Something of that sort in your life right now, Gemini. And that's happening in a lot of people's lives. So Earth Kitten is something new coming into your life, something material. So it could be a new friend, a new job, something that is material that's going to grow over a lifespan. A pet, I guess it could be something like that. So Sky Queen is somebody watching you. So you have Sea King and Sky Queen. So yeah, this person is watching you. And neither one of these people are really saying very much. They watch you, but they don't really say very much. So 4 of Earth is a couple things. This could be somebody being selfish. They're taking and they take from you. Or this could be saying you need to be selfish to get through a tough situation. So you need to act like you're taking even though you may not be. But you may need to be selfish to deal with something. 9 of Fire. This is my addiction card. Possibly incarceration. So some of you are dealing with sobriety, which would make sense with the 4 of Earth, because I feel like you have to be selfish if you're fighting a sobriety. You have to stay away from the people who kept you in that sobriety or triggered you to the addiction, not the sobriety, correction. So you get what I'm saying. So yeah, this is somebody trying really hard to stay on track. So 7 of Sea, this is denial. Somebody's really hurting now that I'm looking at these cards. Somebody's really hurting. This is denial. Somebody not acknowledging maybe that they have an addiction. So Fire Tom, this is, you have Sky Tom, Sea Tom, and Fire Tom. Wow. So this is somebody who could lead you astray, I feel, Gemini. This is somebody who walks through fire. Just because they walk through fire does not mean you can walk through fire. Or this could mean somebody is really skilled at their job. Either or. You figure out where that might apply. It might apply both ways to your life. Four of Fire, this is a marriage card, long-term commitment. So I don't know if love is coming around you. Some of you are getting married. Something like that. So I'm going to switch over to the Chakra Wisdom deck now, Gemini. And you have Princess of Wands. Princess of Wands is honesty, a new beginning, a lot of love. Somebody who's protected. So you see the elk behind her? She's totally protected from the divine. So Judgment. This is somebody, I feel like it could be three people around you. You see those three people at the bottom? Maybe three people were harmful to you recently, or hurtful, I guess was what I'm trying to say. So the universe will, I don't know what they do, but it's just saying somehow judgment is going to be on three people around you who maybe hurt you. The moon. There's going to be a full moon the day after this comes out, or the night this comes out, I'm pretty sure, Gemini. So pay attention to that. I feel like this is yin and yang, that you're going to get balance. Yeah, so you've had two cards, if you ask me. The 34 of the Whispers of the Ocean and this one. Totally. So somebody's dark side could be exposed. You could have a very telling dream, I feel, on the full moon. You could have, this could represent Pisces in your birth chart, but this is very powerful for this to come out the day this video will be coming out for you, that there will be a full moon that night, I feel. Gemini. Sorry. So Seven of Swords. This is somebody planning and spying and being jealous. Not good. And there's the moon again. Wow, 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 wow. So these are the only two. I see the moon, thank goodness. But yeah, somebody's dark side is coming out. Look at that. And yeah. The universe is like forcing it out, I feel like. So this is the Lovers. This could represent you, Gemini. This is your card, the Lovers card. So you came out in your own reading. Are you being vindictive to somebody you love and spying? I hope not. So this is Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness. So this means you're going to cut somebody out. You are aware of what's going on around you, and somebody is being hurtful, I feel. And you're going to cut it. You're on it. They brought it out in you. Ace of Wands. This is an opportunity for love. Beautiful. So Knight of Swords. So you have the Ace of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So Knight of Swords is somebody coming in to say something. And this is the throat chakra. And they're coming in fast, I feel like. And they're they have a lot to say. So then you have Princess of Cups. This is somebody coming in with love, honesty. Somebody who's kind of naive, I feel. This princess is kind of naive. She doesn't get life like you do, I feel, Gemini. So Eight of Wands, this is you leaving something around your identity in the past and moving forward. You want to make a new identity somehow. And maybe it's with the new love, because that card is going up towards a new love. Whoa, I'm almost pulling the wrong card again. So the Emperor, beautiful. This is somebody coming in that's disciplined, powerful, could be a boss figure. Somebody who's trying to somehow control a situation or control you. Maybe your boss is saying, okay, we need you to switch your hours, we need you to switch your days, something like that, I feel. So Princess of Coins, this is somebody who's very practical. You got Princess of Cup and Princess of Coins. Oh, you got Princess of Wands. You have almost all the princesses on this side. So Princess of Wands, Gemini, Princess of Cups, and Princess of Coins. That's beautiful. Is this one person around you who possesses all these traits? Or is this three different people? Because, I was going to say, did you have the opportunity card? You had love, but it looks like it's only one person around you that is attracted to you, is what I see. So that maybe that one person equals all those cards. Alright, so the next one for you is Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is you have a burden about something. There's something that you're really happy and excited about. It has to do with your sacral chakra. And there's a burden. There's some thought you cannot let go of. Something that is just too much. You're trying and trying to let go of it and you can't. It's really bothering you. I wonder what it is. So Four of Swords. This is you having to take a step back. You're really pushing a love situation really hard almost, which it looks like one's coming into you. And maybe you're scared, so you're going to hold back. And I don't feel like you should ever hold back from love. In the beginning, you should give it everything like most people do. And then if it doesn't work out, you know you gave it your all. And you're good. You can move forward and try again. So Princess of Swords, you got a lot of heart chakras in this reading, Gemini. This is somebody who knows what they want. This is somebody spying. Either you're spying or somebody's spying on you. Somebody who cares about you. So you're taking a step back. Somebody's spying on you. You have some sort of burden. And then Two of Cups. Two of Cups means to be flexible and compromise. If you do not compromise, you're not flexible, a lot of things will not work. So the way I describe it is, say she's going to get on this boat and they tell her she could take 2 bags and she has 3 bags. So they say, okay, you can get on the boat with 2 bags. She can either leave 1 bag and get on that boat and be flexible and compromise, or she can stand there with all 3 of her bags and watch that boat go by. Does that make sense? That's kind of what I see. An opportunity, you have to make a good rational decision that's best for you. You have to compromise to make that decision for it to work. So Five of Swords. Five of Swords is somebody jealous, somebody probably trying to cause problems. I feel like there's 3 people in this card. And somebody is just very angry. High Priestess, beautiful. This is somebody who knows her worth, somebody who has intuition, she has dignity, she has pride, and she tries to use integrity when she does her life's interaction, so to speak. And I feel like maybe somebody is learning from something. Somebody taught somebody else, possibly. So the Hierophant, this is beautiful. So this could be your third eye, Gemini. This to me, there's 2 people in there. So I don't know if you're connecting with somebody else on the third eye level, like you're dreaming about each other, you're picking up each other's feelings, you're picking up each other's thinking. Something's going on there. Whether you're trying to put out the energy, they're trying to put out to you. There's 2 people that have a third eye trying to connect with each other right now. And there's a lot of love there. I feel like it seems like the one back here has the light and he's turned his head looking back. So I feel like one has been trying to get the other one for a while. And it's like, is it ever going to happen? Is this person ever going to notice me? Aww. Alright, I'm going to stop there and switch over to the Soul's Journey lesson cards for you. Now, where are those? Okay, right here. Just a second here. Let me shovel them one more time because I only had 2 over here and I didn't. So give me a minute here, Gemini. That's weird. Huh. So I hope everybody is doing good. I know the world is kind of in a harsh situation right now, and you just gotta be strong. Have faith. That's about all you can do, is have faith. I love these cards. These are my Soul's Journey lesson cards, the only gilded deck I have. Beautiful. I love that. Okay, so the first one for you, Gemini, is acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And this is all different shades of purple. So this tells me that some of you could be in different stages of sobriety or addiction, and keep moving forward, because in the middle of this it looks like the lotus flower, and that is just the flower of life. It's beautiful. It's like, keep working towards your inner self and get to the inside of why you can keep going to addiction and how you can leave it behind, and you'll find your flower of life, I feel. Oh, Gemini. That's beautiful. So then the next card for you, Gemini, is fear. I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And this is red and purple in here, I see, which is passion and healing to me. So a lot of you are healing from love, from getting hurt. You know what's weird is when I look at this here, it looks like a square, and then when I look at the reflection in my camera, it looks like a circle. That is really weird. So right now I see a square, I look in the camera, it's a circle. That's amazing. I'll have to pay more attention to that. Sometimes it's weird, the stuff they show me in certain times. So let me do 2 Fantasy Cats Oracle cards for you. So I know it's scary fighting sobriety and you fall a lot, but you always have to pick yourself up and move on, because you never know what time is going to be the time that you're going to be able to get through it, Gemini. Dreaming, number 3. Dreaming. This looks like a moon too in the black cat. I can't offer enough for you to keep a dream journal. We have a full moon. You should write by your bed. If you wake up and dream, you should write it down and start it with the full moon this month. I really wish a lot of you would. This is powerful. It's telling me you could be getting downloaded, and Gemini is really close to heaven, and they could be a messenger, and this card said the turtles were a messenger, and you could totally be a messenger. So then the next one we have for you is climbing, 13, which could be 4. So you have 3 and 13. You have 2 3s, 3 1 3, and this means you climbing to a higher spiritual realm, a higher spiritual love of yourself, to where you're more positive and it doesn't matter what other people think, because you're good and you love your good and you love yourself and the good in you. Beautiful. You're climbing to a higher self-confidence, I feel. Oh, Gemini. Alright, so I hope this helps a lot of you. This is really powerful. All the readings this week have been really powerful and loving. Really. And I was a little shocked when I saw the 6 of C, the crying card came up. But I can see why you might have some tears this week. But abundance is coming to you. You got the 4 of Fire, the wedding card. You got the High Priestess, the Hierophant. A lot of good cards. Ace of Wands, a lover. Somebody loves you and they want to be around you. But it looks like, don't forget about the Tower moment, but things happen so new energy can come in. Old energy has to go out. So thank you so much, Gemini and Cross Watchers. Thank you for coming to Echo Catcher Tarot. Please like and subscribe.